Welcome to a new Let's Play of 7 Days to Die. This will be a triple vanilla game, meaning that we will have a vanilla map, we'll have vanilla settings, and we have basically a vanilla game because we don't have any mods. This series is intended for a new coming audience to 7 Days to Die, or maybe someone who just wants to sort of get a fresh start. We'll be playing on Alpha 16.4, which is the latest alpha as of February 2018. There is an Alpha 17 in the works. I have no idea when that's going to be out, but I'm really looking forward to that. But until then, my intention was to do this sort of Let's Play for starting players or people who are just wanting to come back and figure out what this game is all about. And maybe they've tried it before and never really liked it. I wanted to give you the true vanilla experience. All right, so we just sort of arrived here in Navezgane, which is supposedly a fictional place in Arizona. And I'm going to start this game, as I always do, by trying to collect some of the natural resources that are all around here. Some of the more important ones to start with, at least, are fiber, small stones, and wood. This game is all about surviving in a zombie apocalypse where you wake up, you're all alone, and more or less the world has gone to shit. All around you are zombies, and your job is well, job. I mean, it's in your own interest to stay alive, and to do that, you need clothing, you need a good base, you need weapons, you need food. More or less, what you would call you need to survive. We started in the middle here, and we really have no background story whatsoever. What you see on the map that is gray is just that it's unexplored. In front of us, we have a house, and on top of the screen, you see what time it is. It's day one, and it's 7:40 in the morning, meaning that we woke up, and for game purposes, the zombies aren't very active at this hour. The zombies tend to change their behavior after 10 p.m., 2200 hours. And that's when we really need to be safe. They start running at 10 p.m. and they stop running at 6 a.m. So right now we're in a sort of safe place. I just did some searching in this car here to see what kind of stuff I can find. It's all about scavenging, trying to find good stuff. But you can also build your own stuff, so you don't have to scavenge everything. So right now in my inventory, I have some wood, some stone, some fibers, and some paper. I'll go more in depth with the paper later on, but what I need to start with is stone. I need stone for weapons and tools, fiber also for weapons and tools, but also for clothing, and a bedroll, which is my first task here, and wood for just about everything that has anything to do with building, but also for many other tools. Okay, so I get a task here right away. I need to craft a bedroll. A bedroll is good to have when if you're killed. I'm going to say if. I'm not going to say when, because my objective for this let's play is to not die at all. You are punished if you die in terms of you drop all your stuff that you can actually go get if you die, but you also lose health. Health is the red bar at the very left bottom corner. Right now my health is at 100, which is the starting point. It can go down if you're beaten, but the permanent health only goes down if you die, or if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't eat regularly, you will lose max health, and if you're infected, you also lose max health. Planning on following the tasks at hand, but sometimes the zombies just creep up on you. This is a sleeping zombie, and I just hit her over there. She died easier than most zombies do. I'll tell you that. So just to finish this task here, I need to put down a bed. Let me see if there's a stairwell here, so maybe I can get upstairs. Nope, this is a one-floor house. No, it's supposed to be... Oh yeah, stairs are over here. Okay. So this barring any major discoveries, I'll probably put down a sort of first night base here. I will have some time to explore. Um, Putting down this bed means that when I die, I can respawn at that bed. Sorry, I wasn't very clear earlier on. Um, let's see here. I also need to have an axe. So once I go out and explore, I want to make sure that I have somewhere to respawn, where I'll probably put up some starting items, because when you die, you lose all your stuff in a pile that you can get back if you travel to where you died. But traveling, for example, in the middle of the night, all the way back to where you died, without any tools whatsoever, is not very much fun. So I tend to usually just leave some starting stuff in an area near my bed, so that whenever I need to go back and get something, I still have that extra equipment. So here's my bed. This is where I'll respawn if I die. I will make use of this base again if I don't find anywhere else to stay. So the next task that I have is to craft some clothing. Right now we're in the middle of a winter biome, which means that we have snow all around, and that also affects the temperature, and that also affects our survivability. Because if it's too cold, we won't be able to survive, basically. So the task that we have right now is to create some clothing. And I just realized I probably don't have enough plant fibers to complete this task all the way, because I need shoes too. So I'm going to go outside and get some shoes. Just going outside here. Sorry, I'm not going outside to get shoes. What am I saying? I'm going outside to get fibers so that I can make shoes. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll make sure to gather some resources. Yeah, there you go. And now I'll be able to make some shoes, craft. And this is just to progress the story. It's not that important. I might as well. Oh, this is an annoying part of the task system, is that I did have enough fiber to start with. It's just that I didn't have it when I finished it. So we got a lumberjack. Say hello to my little club friend. These guys hit like a truck, so be careful about these guys. If you compare this to the little school teacher lady that we had in the house, this is like a storm compared to a little drizzle. And this early on in the game, their hit points make them really hard to kill, because I'm not very powerful yet. Also worth to notice is that if you have the chance, try to hit someone in the head where they're a little weaker than the rest of the body. Like if you keep plugging away at someone's torso, it'll take longer to bring them down than if you hit them in the head. Also, when they're down, you get double damage. So this building that we have right here, I know this building pretty well. Let's go all the way up here. This is actually a really sweet building. Shotgun Messiah. It's a gun store. And here, the thing with points of interest is that there will be zombies in these points of interest. In some points of interest more than others, there will be more zombies. But they also have these great loot. So think of it as a dungeon. If you compare this to a... Did I hear something there? Yeah. Yeah, there's a zombie in there. There's a wandering zombie in here. He's going to open that door for me. That's very nice of him. Think of these points of interest as dungeons, like in a classical fantasy RPG. These points of interest have sweet loot, but they also have lots of mobs. In this case, zombies. Or zambies, depending on what you want to call them. Oh, look over there. Can you see that? That's a bear. Now, that's a regular bear. There are also zombie bears, but regular bears and zombie bears are both dangerous. I mean, you will have trouble with them, and they will hit hard. Like, if I said that lumberjack was tough, Bears are nearly impossible to kill at this stage of the game. So how's this guy doing? You opening up yet? Yeah, he's working on it. Um, okay, the bear's gone. But wildlife is important. Like bears and deer and rabbits are also a source of food that you need to survive as well. So you have all the elements of a true survival adventure here. You need food, you need, well, you actually need rest, and you need to have clothing if it's really cold. But you also need to think about temperature, warm temperatures, because if it's too hot, you'll get overheated, and you'll die that way. So it's you need to think about all the things you think about in real life. It's still a video game, but you have to think about it. Okay, here's another zombie. Oh, was that a second one? Yeah, there's two here. Yeah, I'm not being very smart now. What is it they say? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's not what I was looking for at all. Yeah, he's really swinging, this guy. He's got long arms. I heard someone call him the Edgar zombie because it looked like... Have you ever seen Men in Black? They talk about the Edgar suit. It's when one of the aliens actually... One of the aliens take on the body of the first human they encounter. And it looks a little bit like this dude. The Edgar zombie. So what happened with this guy? Did I kill him on one hit? Yeah, I did. Yeah, cool. Excellent. So while I'm searching through here, let me just tell you what my intention with this series is, other than catering to newbies like myself, I'd say, despite all the hours I have in this game. I intend to have 20 to 30 minute episodes on YouTube, and those episodes will be cut down from the 1 hour 24-hour cycle that I have for this game. So basically one in-game day is about 60 minutes in playtime, right? I will cut that down. Okay, here's a lady. Hardly saw her. I will cut that down to 20 to 30 minutes worth of gameplay. Especially in the beginning. It's not that much fun to watch me during the night. So you'll have to make do with what I cut together, but I think that's makes for a better video. So the videos will be 20 to 30 minutes long and covering usually one game day at a time. So right now I'm finishing off my tasks because I built a bow, and the bow is the first ranged weapon that you will use. So right now I'm using this bow to hopefully kill the zombie. Yeah, she went down fast. And she's dead, yeah. Although no loot on her. So far I haven't found any guns, have I? Nope. I'm searching. Okay, we got another zombie there. Need to pay attention. I can't do what I usually do and just run around not looking around because I'm going to try to look good here. Okay, I think there's more than one in there. Yeah, one creeper and one standing up. So yeah. Is that even more than that? No, it's two. Cheerleader zombie and guy crawling on the floor zombie. I'm gonna try to kill him as he's... Okay. Yeah, I'm just swinging away right now. And I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Yeah, there was a shopping cart there. Damn shoppers leaving everything just like that. Okay, she's totally oblivious to where I am. I'm gonna go over there and kill her. Yeah, she's got long arms. Must come from all that pom-pom thing. Okay, nothing there. I can hear another zombie. Okay, they're in there. I'm just gonna go in there, and there, and... I just want to kill you. Just let me kill you, please. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to kill her before I do any other looting here because I don't really want to... See, I have longer arms than she does. Did she die? I think she did. Yeah. Nope. Nope. She's alive. Come on over here. I'm gonna kill you. Please let me kill you. You're making this boring. I'm gonna have to shoot you. Can you stand still for a while? I have to kill you. Okay, I killed her with a bow and arrow. Almost like Hopalong Cassidy killed himself. Scrap. And I need a new axe. So all the items that you have actually wear down, meaning that you... Oh, she's still alive. That little... Ugh. One arm, two arm. No, she still has one arm left. And she died. Maybe I should leave you guys for now. Yeah, I'm done for now. So this is probably a better spot for me in terms of overnight camping than the first place, because I'm very... Okay. See, okay. Zombies can't climb unless... Well, sorry. Zombies can climb, but zombies cannot jump. There's an important distinction there. That means that if I were to put my base on the roof here, I would still have the ladder that you see, but I will take off the bottom rung. That sounds really weird, right? But it means that if I take that rung away, they can't just do this. Okay, look at this. See? I just walked straight into that ladder, and I could climb it. Now, if I take away the bottom rung, it means that they... Oh, I'm not... Yeah, I am. It means that you cannot just walk onto that ladder and climb, which means that the zombies can't climb it. And that's very important for an overnight base, because if they can't climb to where you are and you clear that rooftop, you'll be safe from the walking zombies. I'll have to stress that, because there are also birds. You heard it. There are bird zombies, like vultures, who will attack you, and they can infect you, and they're just a pain in the nuts. Can you say that on TV? On YouTube? I don't know. So, yeah. Now we got that taken care of, and we also have... Okay. I need to get some more wood. How much fiber do I have? I have plenty of fiber. I'm going to use that rooftop as a base for sure. I just need to clear it of zombies first. So, okay, look at this now. Earlier I can do this. I could do this and just run straight, and I'd be going up. But now I have to jump to get up there. And I saw zombies up here earlier, so I know that I'm not alone. I just need to... I can hear them. I know I saw a lady zombie here. A rather corpulent lady zombie. Maybe she jumped down. It is empty now. It is empty. Okay. Pretty cool. I'm going to put down another bedroll here. I also know that I have too much stuff, so it won't be able to craft properly. But I'll do this and that, and I'll eat that. Like I said earlier, eating is important in this game. It keeps your health up. It can actually even heal you. Why am I hearing this sound? I must be hearing it through the roof. It can heal you if you're injured, if you're wounded, if your health is not at your max. Eating will make it go up. And if you don't eat, you'll also lose health. If we look here, we have food, 74%. That one keeps going down. And if it's down to 0, you'll start losing wellness. Okay? You also need to stay hydrated. You need to drink. And if the water goes down to 0%, you're thirsty and you lose health. Okay? The temperature, I mentioned the temperature. Right now it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is kind of cold. Clothing, different kinds of clothing will affect your body temperature. So in this case, the clothes that I have on give me a plus 7 degrees Fahrenheit. So if it's 51 Fahrenheit outside, that extra 7 is added on top of that, so it feels like 58.9. This is just some stats. How many zombies have I killed? How many other players if I'd been on a PvP server? How many times have I died? How far have I traveled? Which, by the way, gives me achievements on Steam. How many items have I crafted? For how long have I stayed alive for the longest time? Also, levels. Levels is an important part of the game since I think Alpha 15. When you level up, you get skill points that you can spend on different skills. And these skills will help you in your quest to survive. So the most important one to get for me early on is always Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which means that I will regain stamina faster. And stamina is really, really important in this game because if you're tired, if you're the blue bar in the bottom left corner, if that's down to 0 or really low, you will actually do less damage to zombies. You'll also be less effective when you try to get resources. Like if you chop down a tree, you'll get less resources from that tree if your stamina is low. Okay, so I'm gonna put down a bedroll up here. I think I crafted one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I will put down a bedroll here. And do I have any wood? Yeah, I'm going to make a chest, secure storage chest right here. That chest can go here for now. And I'll put any additional stuff that I know that I won't be needing right now, right there. Dukes are money in this game. Old cash is not money, believe it or not. I'll get to that later. I need that. I need that. Snow can be used to convert into water that you can drink, which is important. Snowberries are not the greatest kind of food, but it's there if you really need something to eat. I have a club too many, but I'll scrap the one that I've used. Which one's better? I'm comparing two items now. These are actually better. The ones that I'm wearing, these are better for temperature by 1 degree. But I don't know. Yeah, these denim pants are actually more effective as armor. So I'll be wearing those, and I'll scrap these. I'll scrap them for cloth. Cloth can be used for bandages if you wish, but they can also be sold to traders. And we will be visiting a trader in a little while. Just to continue with my tasks, I need to craft wood frames. So I'll craft 3 wood frames, which is my task. These tasks are there to sort of teach you about the game early on. Gives you some experience points if you do them, which is nice. And the final task is to find a trader, which is important. So I don't think I'll be able to get to the trader today. He has opening hours, and once I see him on the map, I'll see how far away he is too. So right now I'm just going to put these 3 wood frames down and upgrade them. So you put them in your hotbar to put them down, and then you use your stone axe for now to upgrade them. Right click and you're upgraded. Right that. This large bone might sound silly that I have a large bone. This bone, just like everything that drops, can be used in various circumstances to craft things. The first thing I'm going to craft using a bone is a shiv. The shiv is your first blade weapon in this game. Or depending on what you find as drops, of course, but it's going to be your first blade weapon. And primarily when I play, I use the shiv to gut zombies and animals. If you use a shiv instead of an axe, I think you're supposed to get more resources. And anyone who watches this, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, we have some coal that we got, and I'm going to recipes bottled. Okay, cooking pot required, and I don't have a cooking pot. Okay. I knew I did something wrong. Darn. Yeah. Okay, cooking pots. Let me explain that real good. Real quick. So every crafting station, and the campfire is a crafting station. Every crafting station that you have is, it works fine on its own, but it can be improved by adding certain tools. And for the campfire, you can add. Actually, let me do that. No, no, I'm gonna have to put that. Okay. So for the campfire, um, the three different tools you can use are the cooking pot, the grill, and a beaker. The beaker is really hard to find, by the way. I'll talk more about that when it's time for me to use a beaker. But the cooking pot you can find just about everywhere. In every building, you have a pretty good chance of finding a cooking pot. And it makes sense that you need a cooking pot to boil water. Not that I think you should have to use it for this, though, because in reality, you should just be able to put that on there and just like I did with the murky water. But apparently not. So the cooking pot is where you boil stuff. Water. You cook boiled egg. You can boil meat. Anything that needs boiling. For that, you need a cooking pot. The grill is where you actually put like meat. If you have some meat that you killed an animal and you got some meat, you want grilled meat because grilled meat is actually more nutritional value than the cooked meat. So like I think they call it charred. No, not charred. Charred meat is better than raw meat. It will dehydrate you but boost your wellness. And then you have the boiled and you need grilled meat. Okay, grilled meat is the best food that you can get from meat. But to be able to cook that, you need this grill. Okay, the beaker, like I said, I'll tell you more about that later. But it's think of it as a chem station light, meaning that you can create medicine if you have a beaker. There are all kinds of stuff that you can do with a beaker. This large bone might sound silly that I have a large bone. This bone, just like everything that drops, can be used in various circumstances to craft things. The first thing I'm going to craft using a bone is a shiv. The shiv is your first blade weapon in this game, or depending on what you find as drops, of course. But it's going to be your first blade weapon. And primarily, when I play, I use the shiv to gut zombies and animals. If you use a shiv instead of an axe, I think you're supposed to get more resources. And anyone who watches this, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, we have some coal that we got, and I'm going to recipes bottled. Okay, cooking pot required, and I don't have a cooking pot. Okay. I knew I did something wrong. Darn. Yep. Okay, cooking pots. Let me explain that real good. Real quick. So every crafting station, and the campfire is a crafting station. Every crafting station that you have is, it works fine on its own, but it can be improved by adding certain tools. And for the campfire, you can add. Actually, let me do that. No, no, I'm gonna have to put that. Okay. So for the campfire, the three different tools you can use are the cooking pot, the grill, and a beaker. The beaker is really hard to find, by the way. I'll talk more about that when it's time for me to use a beaker. But the cooking pot you can find just about everywhere. In every building, you have a pretty good chance of finding a cooking pot. And it makes sense that you need a cooking pot to boil water. Not that I think you should have to use it for this, though, because in reality, you should just be able to put that on there and just like I did with the murky water. But apparently not. So the cooking pot is where you boil stuff. Water. You cook boiled egg. You can boil meat. Anything that needs boiling. For that, you need a cooking pot. The grill is where you actually put like meat. If you have some meat that you killed an animal and you got some meat, you want grilled meat because grilled meat is actually more nutritional value than the cooked meat. So like I think they call it charred. No, not charred. Charred meat is better than raw meat. It will dehydrate you but boost your wellness. And then you have the boiled, and you need grilled meat. Okay, grilled meat is the best food that you can get from meat. But to be able to cook that, you need this grill. Okay, the beaker, like I said, I'll tell you more about that later. But it's think of it as a chem station light, meaning that you can create medicine if you have a beaker. There are all kinds of stuff that you can do with a beaker. Okay, I'm going to leave you there for now. I'm going to do the rest of the night off camera, and I'll see you around 6 a.m. Okay, bye.